In a village swallowed by ancient trees, there was a drum that no one owned. It sat deep in the forest, where even hunters avoided stepping after sunset. At night, it beat on its own, slow, deliberate, as though it were calling someone by name. They said the drum was not carved by human hands. They said something lived inside it. Timi, known for his talent with rhythms, heard the drum one evening and followed its sound into the forest. There, beside twisted roots and red earth, it sat alone. A hunter found him there and grabbed his wrist. "Do not touch it again," the man warned. "Those who serve the drum gain wealth, yes. But none ever keep a wife. None ever raise children. The drum does not share devotion." Timi laughed. "I don't believe in superstitions," he said, and began to beat the drum. The next morning, yams filled his hut. The next day, palm oil. Then goats. Then cowries. Every gift arrived after the drum's echo. Soon, Timi stopped living for himself. He lived for the drum. Morning and night, he played. Sometimes even at midnight, just in case it was listening. That was when he met Adizwa. She danced at the village square like moonlight on water, soft, captivating, dangerous. Timi forgot the drum when she smiled at him. One evening, as dusk bled into night, Timi found Adizwa sitting alone by the river, crying quietly. He asked nothing at first. He only sat. After a long silence, she spoke.
"Was they say my mother died mad, that I am cursed too."
Timi looked at her. Really looked. "Then there are fools," he said. "Madness does not dance the way you dance." She laughed through her tears. That was the first time she smiled at him. For the first time in months, he missed the evening rhythm. And the drum did not beat that night. From then on, they met often. One night, as they walked home, the drum began to beat. Not from the forest, but from everywhere. The trees vibrated. The ground pulsed. Adizwa froze. "What is that?" she whispered. Timi lied. "Just thunder." But the drum had heard her. And it did not like her. From that night, the drum changed. The gifts became terrible, rotten beneath the surface. Palm oil that smelled like blood. Yams crawling with insects the moment he turned his back. The drum began to beat whenever he was with Adizwa. Interrupting. Calling. Demanding. He tried to ignore it. Until the bride price ceremony. Just as the elders gathered, a blind uncle rose to his feet. "This man carries a spirit's wealth," he shouted. "A borrowed blessing. A cursed prosperity." The ground went silent. That night, Timi ran into the forest screaming at the drum in anger, "I have done everything for you, you needy drum, why can't you leave me alone? You put a mark on me for my in-laws to see." The drum answered. Not with sound, but with voices. Hundreds of them, whispering from inside the wood, calling his name the way drowned people call in dreams. The drum split open. Something inside it moved. Lightning did not strike from the sky. It struck from the drum. When villagers found him, his eyes were white. His limbs twisted wrong. His mouth still open, as though he was still screaming. They said, "The drum has eaten him." Adizwa was warned. "If you stay, no man will touch you again. If he dies, your life dies with him. The spirit will mark you next." She stayed anyway. She cleaned his body when others would not touch him. She slept beside him when elders refused to step into his hut. She sang to him when his nightmares shook the walls. 3 times, an old woman came asking for water. She did not blink. Her shadow bent the wrong way. Adizwa gave without hesitation. Each time she gave her something, the air grew heavier. The fourth time, she offered food, cloth, and her last cowrie. The woman said,
You are feeding what you don't know, my daughter. But I will feed it anyway, Mama.
The woman smiled. My child, she said, straightening her back, her voice suddenly echoing like wood and thunder, you passed this old deity's test. She transformed before Adi's eyes. I am the spirit of the drum. Adi's trembled. Your husband failed because he loved the gift more than life itself. But you loved the broken man more than the blessing. At dawn, Timi's sight returned. The curse lifted. The drum never beat again. It was later found split in two, empty. And to this day, elders say, love did not break the drum's curse, loyalty did. And spirits respect loyalty more than fear.